You are not here by accident. Right now, in this very moment, you are exactly where you need to be to receive what has always been meant for you. Abundance is not something you chase. Wealth is not something you beg for. Success is not something that belongs to other people while you watch from the sidelines. These things are already yours. They exist in the invisible field of infinite possibilities, and they are moving toward you right now as you move toward them. But here's what I need you to understand this morning. You have been conditioned to believe that life is hard, that money is scarce, that success requires struggle and sacrifice until you are exhausted. You have been taught to look at what you do not have and feel less than. You have been programmed to compare yourself to others and come up short. This programming runs so deep that you do not even notice it anymore. It is like breathing. It happens automatically, and as long as you operate from this programming, you will continue to create the same results you have always created. The universe does not respond to your words. It does not care about your affirmations if you do not believe them. It does not hear your prayers if your heart is filled with doubt. The universe responds to your vibration, to the frequency you are broadcasting every single moment of every single day. And most people are broadcasting lack. They are broadcasting fear. They are broadcasting the belief that they are not enough, that there is not enough, that life is against them. And the universe, in its perfect neutrality, gives them more of exactly that. So this morning I want you to make a choice, a real choice. Not a wish, not a hope, not a maybe someday fantasy, a choice. Are you willing to let go of the story you have been telling yourself about who you are and what is possible for you? Are you willing to release the identity you have built around struggle and limitation? Because you cannot create a new life from an old identity. You cannot attract abundance while identifying as someone who never has enough. You cannot call in success while secretly believing you do not deserve it. You see, most people want their circumstances to change first. They say, when I have more money, then I will feel abundant. When I get the job, then I will feel successful. When I meet the right person, then I will feel loved. But this is backwards. This is exactly backwards. You must feel it first. You must become it first. You must embody the vibration of what you want before it can show up in your physical reality. This is not positive thinking. This is not pretending. This is understanding how creation actually works. Everything that exists in your life right now, you created. Not consciously, perhaps, but you created it through the beliefs you hold, the thoughts you think, the feelings you feel, and the actions you take from those feelings. If you do not like what you see, you have the power to create something different. But you must start from within. You must change the cause, not just rearrange the effects. When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you think? For most people, it is something like this. I am so tired. I do not want to get up. I have so much to do. I do not have enough time. I cannot afford this. I am worried about that. And they wonder why their day feels heavy, why life feels like pushing a boulder uphill. You are setting your frequency in those first moments. You are tuning your radio dial. And if you tune it to the station of lack and worry, that is what you will receive all day long. But you can choose differently. You can open your eyes and, before you do anything else, before you check your phone or start your mental to-do list, you can connect with gratitude. Real gratitude. Not just saying thank you, but feeling it in your body. Feel grateful that you are alive. Feel grateful that you have another day to create, to love, to grow, to experience this magnificent adventure. Feel grateful for your breath, for your heart beating, for the fact that you exist at all against impossible odds. When you start your day from this place of gratitude, something shifts. Your entire energy field shifts. You stop looking for what is wrong and start noticing what is right. And what you focus on expands, always. If you focus on problems, you get more problems. If you focus on blessings, you get more blessings. This is not magic, this is physics, this is the way consciousness works. Now, let us talk about money, because this is where so many people have blocks. You have been taught that money is the root of all evil, that rich people are greedy, that there is nobility in poverty, that you should not care about material things. These beliefs are not yours. They were given to you by people who had their own fears and limitations around money. And every time you think these thoughts, you push money away. You cannot attract what you judge. You cannot receive what you resent. Money is energy. That is all it is. It is a tool, a resource, a means of exchange. It is neutral. What you do with it, the consciousness you bring to it, that is what matters. And when you stop making money mean something about your worth, when you stop believing that wanting money makes you shallow or selfish, you open yourself to receive it. Because the truth is, the more resources you have, the more good you can do. The more money you have, the more people you can help, the more freedom you have to live your purpose, the more you can contribute to making this world better. But here is what you must understand. You do not attract money by focusing on money. You attract money by focusing on value, on service, on solving problems, on being generous with what you already have. When you show up every day asking, how can I give more? How can I serve more? How can I be more useful? The money follows. It has to. Because you are aligning with the flow of abundance that wants to move through you, not to you, through you. You are not a storage container, you are a channel. Abundance wants to flow through your life, and it will flow as freely as you allow it. But most people are like clenched fists. They are holding on so tight to the little they have, afraid that if they let go, there will not be more. And that very fear stops the flow. When you open your hands, when you give freely, when you trust that the source of your supply is infinite and never runs dry, everything changes. I want you to look at your relationship with receiving. Can you receive a compliment without deflecting it? Can you allow someone to help you without feeling guilty? Can you accept gifts without immediately trying to pay the person back? If you cannot receive in the small ways, you will not receive in the big ways. The universe is always trying to give to you, but you must be willing to receive. And receiving is not passive. Receiving is an active state of openness, of worthiness, of knowing that you deserve good things simply because you exist. You do not have to earn love. You do not have to earn abundance. You do not have to prove your worth. You are worthy because you are alive. You are a piece of the divine, expressing itself in human form. The same intelligence that orchestrates the planets, that grows trees from seeds, that heals your body when you cut your finger, that intelligence is within you. You are not separate from it. You are it. And that intelligence wants you to thrive. It wants you to be healthy, wealthy, happy, fulfilled. It did not put you here to struggle and suffer. It put you here to create, to experience, to expand. But you have free will. You get to choose. And every moment is a choice point. Every thought you think is a choice. Every word you speak is a choice. Every action you take is a choice. And these choices are creating your future right now. Not tomorrow, not next year. Right now. The thoughts you are thinking in this moment are sending out a signal, and that signal is bringing back to you circumstances and events and people that match it. So what are you choosing? Are you choosing thoughts of abundance or thoughts of lack? Are you choosing thoughts of possibility or thoughts of limitation? Are you choosing to trust life or to fear it? Because whatever you choose, you are right. If you think life is hard, you will find evidence everywhere that life is hard. If you think people cannot be trusted, you will encounter untrustworthy people. If you think there is never enough, you will always be running out of something. But if you choose to see life as friendly, if you choose to trust that you are always being guided and supported, if you choose to believe that everything is working out for your highest good, even when you cannot see how, then that becomes your reality. Not because you are denying what is, but because you are focusing on what can be. You are using your creative power intentionally instead of by default. Most people live their entire lives by default. They repeat the same patterns, think the same thoughts, feel the same feelings, take the same actions, and wonder why nothing changes. They blame their circumstances, their past, their parents, the economy, the government, other people. And as long as you are blaming something outside yourself, you give away your power. You make yourself a victim. And victims do not create the life they want. They simply react to the life they have. But when you take full responsibility, when you say, I created this, and if I created this, I can create something different, everything shifts. You step back into your power. You become the author of your life instead of a character in someone else's story. And this is when real change happens. Not superficial change, but transformation from the inside out. Let me tell you something about success. Success is not a destination. It is not something you arrive at one day and then you are done. Success is a way of being. It is living in alignment with your highest self. It is waking up excited about your day. It is doing work that matters to you, work that uses your gifts, work that makes a difference. It is having loving relationships. It is feeling healthy and energized in your body. It is having peace in your mind. It is knowing that you are enough exactly as you are, while also always growing and expanding. You have been taught to measure success by external things. The size of your house, the car you drive, the numbers in your bank account, the title on your business card. And there is nothing wrong with having these things. But if you think these things will make you happy, you are mistaken. Happiness is an inside job. Joy is an inside job. Peace is an inside job. You can have all the money in the world and be miserable. You can have all the accolades and feel empty. Because what you are really looking for is not out there. It is in here. What you are really seeking is connection. Connection to yourself, to others, to something greater than yourself. You are seeking meaning. You are seeking purpose. You are seeking to express the unique gift that only you can give to the world. And when you find that, when you live from that place, success in the external world follows naturally. It has to. Because you are no longer trying to get something from the world. You are giving something to the world. And the world responds to that. But you have to stop waiting. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that you are good enough, smart enough, talented enough. You are enough right now. Not because you have achieved anything, not because you have proven anything, but simply because you are. And from this place of enoughness, you can do anything. Fear will tell you otherwise. Fear will give you 1,000 reasons why you cannot, why you should not, why it is too risky, too late, too hard. Fear will point to all the times you tried before and failed. Fear will compare you to others who seem to have it all figured out. Fear will keep you small and safe and stuck. And you have to learn to thank fear for trying to protect you and then move forward anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and acting in spite of it. Courage is knowing that the risk of staying the same is greater than the risk of changing. Courage is trusting yourself enough to step into the unknown, knowing that you will figure it out as you go. Because you always do. Think about all the times in your life when you did not know how you were going to make it through, and yet here you are, you made it, you survived, you are stronger than you think. And you are more powerful than you have been taught. You have been taught that you are small, that you are limited, that you are at the mercy of forces beyond your control. But this is not true. You are not small. You are infinite consciousness having a temporary human experience. The same power that creates worlds lives within you. And when you tap into that power, when you align with that force, there is nothing you cannot be, do, or have. But alignment is key. You cannot think thoughts of lack and expect abundance. You cannot speak words of doubt and expect miracles. You cannot treat yourself and others with disrespect and expect love. You cannot put toxic things in your body and expect radiant health. Your inner world and your outer world must match. As within, so without. As above, so below. This is the law. So what does your inner world look like? What are the conversations you have with yourself? Are they kind? Are they encouraging? Are they supportive? Or are you your own worst critic? Do you speak to yourself in ways you would never speak to someone you love? Because how you talk to yourself matters. Your subconscious mind is always listening. It is always recording. And it believes everything you tell it. If you tell it you are not good enough, it will find ways to prove you right. If you tell it you are capable and worthy and deserving, it will find ways to prove that right instead. Change your inner dialogue and you change your life. It really is that simple. Not easy, but simple. Because you have decades of conditioning to undo. You have neural pathways that have been carved deep from years of repetitive negative thinking. But those pathways can be changed. Your brain is neuroplastic. It can form new connections. You can literally rewire your brain by consciously choosing different thoughts. Every morning when you wake up, you have an opportunity to set your mental and emotional thermostat for the day. You can choose thoughts that feel good, that raise your vibration, that connect you to your power. And when you do this consistently, day after day, those thoughts become beliefs. Those beliefs shape your perception. Your perception determines your experience. And your experience creates your reality. This is why what you do in the morning matters so much. These first 20 minutes, this sacred time before the world demands your attention, this is when you can plant seeds in the garden of your mind. Seeds of abundance, of health, of love, of success, of joy. Water these seeds with your attention, with your faith, with your expectation, and then trust that they will grow. They must grow. It is the law of nature. What you plant, you harvest. But you must tend your garden. You cannot plant seeds and then immediately cover them with weeds of doubt and negativity. You cannot affirm abundance in the morning and complain about bills all afternoon. You cannot declare your worth and then accept less than you deserve. You must be consistent. You must be vigilant. You must guard your mind like the precious resource it is. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. It can be your greatest asset or your biggest liability. When you use it consciously, when you direct it deliberately, it serves you. When you let it run on autopilot, when you let it be controlled by old programming and outside influences, it works against you. So take back control. Become the master of your mind instead of its slave. And understand this, you do not need to know how things will work out. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to see the entire path. You just need to take the next step. You just need to do what is in front of you right now, because the path reveals itself as you walk it. The answers come as you need them. The resources appear when you are ready to use them. But you have to start. You have to move. You have to take action from a place of faith, not fear. Faith is not hoping things will work out. Faith is knowing they will, even when you have no evidence. Faith is trusting the process. Faith is believing in yourself and in the goodness of life. Faith is surrendering the need to control how and when and through whom your good comes to you. Faith is relaxing into the certainty that you are always supported, always guided, always loved. And when you live from this place of faith, when you wake up every morning and connect to this knowing, your entire energy changes. You become magnetic. You attract opportunities that were always there, but you could not see them because you were looking through the lens of fear. You meet people who can help you, who believe in you, who open doors for you. Things fall into place in ways that seem miraculous, but are simply the natural result of being in alignment. This is what it means to be in the flow. In the flow, effort is effortless. Work does not feel like work. You are energized instead of drained. Time expands. Creativity flows through you. Ideas come to you. Solutions appear. You feel alive. You feel on purpose. You feel like you are exactly where you are supposed to be, doing exactly what you are supposed to be doing. And this is available to you right now. Not someday when you have it all figured out, not when you are more prepared, more qualified, more deserving. Right now, in this moment. Because this moment is all you have. The past is gone. The future has not arrived. All you ever have is now. And what you do with this now determines your next now. So make this now count. Use it to connect with who you really are. Use it to remember your magnificence. Use it to align with your highest vision for your life. Use it to feel the feelings of already having what you desire. Use it to give thanks. Use it to be present. Use it to choose love over fear, possibility over limitation, faith over doubt. Your life is not happening to you, it is happening through you and for you. Every experience, every challenge, every setback, every victory is here to teach you something, to show you something, to help you grow into the person you came here to be. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is random. Everything has purpose, even when you cannot see it in the moment. Trust the timing of your life. Stop rushing. Stop forcing. Stop trying to make things happen before they are ready to happen. There is a natural rhythm to creation, and when you align with that rhythm, everything becomes easier. You plant in spring. You nurture in summer. You harvest in fall. You rest in winter. You cannot harvest before you have planted and nurtured. You cannot skip steps. But when you honor the process, when you do your part and trust the universe to do its part, the harvest is always abundant. And abundance is your natural state. Look at nature. Look at the trees producing thousands of seeds, the ocean with billions of fish, the sky with infinite stars. There is no lack in nature. There is only abundance, diversity, generosity. And you are part of nature. You are not separate from it. The same creative force that makes everything in nature makes you. and it wants to create through you with the same abundance. It creates everything else. But you block the flow when you believe in limitation. You block the flow when you think small thoughts, when you play small games, when you settle for less than what your heart truly desires. You block the flow when you live according to other people's expectations instead of your own inner guidance. You block the flow when you judge yourself, when you criticize yourself, when you believe you are not worthy. So let it go. Let go of the judgments. Let go of the limiting beliefs. Let go of the need to know how. Let go of the need to control. Let go of the past. Let go of what other people think. Let go of who you think you are supposed to be and allow yourself to be who you actually are. Because who you actually are is magnificent. Who you actually are is powerful beyond measure. Who you actually are is love itself, wearing a human costume for a little while. And when you remember this, when you wake up to this truth, everything in your life begins to reflect it. Your relationships become more loving, your work becomes more fulfilling, your bank account becomes more abundant, your body becomes healthier, your mind becomes clearer, your heart becomes lighter. Not because you worked harder or struggled more, but because you aligned with the truth of who you are. This is what I want for you. This is why these 20 minutes in the morning are so important. Because in these 20 minutes, you can reconnect with this truth. You can remember who you are. You can set your intention for the day. You can choose the vibration you want to broadcast. You can fill yourself up with love and gratitude and possibility so that you overflow into your day, into your life, into the world. And when enough people do this, when enough people wake up to their true nature and start living from that place, we change the world. Because a person who knows their worth does not tear others down. A person who feels abundant does not hoard resources. A person who is connected to love does not spread hate. A person who understands their power uses it to lift others up. You are here to shine, not to dim your light so others feel comfortable, not to make yourself small so you fit in. You are here to be fully yourself, to express your unique genius, to share your gifts, to let your light shine so bright that it gives others permission to do the same. And when you do this, when you step fully into who you came here to be, you do not just change your own life. You change the lives of everyone you touch. So use these morning minutes wisely. Do not reach for your phone. Do not immediately plug into the news and social media and other people's agendas. Give yourself this gift of silence, of stillness, of connection. Breathe. Feel your body. Notice that you are alive. Give thanks. Set your intention. Feel what you want to feel. Be who you want to be. Do this before you do anything else. And then carry that energy with you throughout your day. When challenges come, and they will come, return to this place. Return to your breath. Return to your center. Return to trust. Remember that you are not alone, that you are always guided, that everything is working together for your good. Remember that this too shall pass, that this is just a moment, that you have the strength and the wisdom and the resources to handle whatever comes your way. Life is not about avoiding problems. Life is about expanding your capacity to deal with them. It is about growing stronger, wiser, more compassionate, more resilient. Every challenge is an invitation to level up, to step into a bigger version of yourself. And when you see challenges this way, when you stop resisting them and start asking, what is this here to teach me? How is this helping me grow? They lose their power to defeat you. You are undefeatable. Not because nothing can knock you down, but because you always get back up. Not because you never fail, but because you learn from every failure and try again. Not because you have all the answers, but because you trust yourself